Hey guys, welcome to CC Live. So glad you guys are tuning in for the students portion. My name is Cody, and I'm hanging with my friend
Tyler.
Nice. And so we're just gonna answer some questions and go through, and we're not gonna eat hot wings. Not gonna do that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about baseball. You play baseball, right?
Yes.
Play for the high school team?
I do.
Okay, what position do you play?
I pitch and I play right field.
Okay, so when I was growing up, I just thought pitching was like you throw the ball over home plate and you get the person to swing. But apparently there's like grips and stuff that you do. Do you have like I know it's not like signature, but like, is it your knuckleball, your curveball?
My curveball is left-handed, so my ball naturally moves anyway. So.
Okay, I feel like left-handed people are more rare, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. So does that give you an advantage? Like,
yeah.
Okay, nice. Are you a like baseball fanatic? Like, do you have a team that you root for?
I like the Reds, but
I'm sorry.
How that goes, you know.
So I like the Reds as well, and I forget the year. Was it 2012? No. When we played the Giants and we're up 2-0 and went down, that year was like the peak of like I'm all in on the Reds and I'm all out on the Reds at the same time. So I feel that. Yeah. Did you watch the World Series at all that just happened?
I did.
Okay, so a little bit ago, were you cheering for the Dodgers or the Rays?
Like the Rays.
Okay, well, that's disappointing. They kind of blew it. I was listening to a commentator talking about they pulled a pitcher out too early.
He was dealing.
Something about a computer. That's why I didn't understand. Can you explain?
Like how many times they go through the lineup is easier for hitters to start catching up to him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it was the third time for him to pitch against the whole lineup, and they thought they were gonna catch on to him. So
I feel like they were playing like 1 + 1 = 2, but in this case, it's the World Series. It's anything can happen. Yeah. All right. So, do you have maybe a favorite memory with baseball on a team or something like that?
When I was like 8 or 9, I went to Florida to play on the ESPN, and we won the whole thing in 4 games, and we played like kids from like Puerto Rico and everything.
Dang.
Yeah, we went to Disney too. So.
When was this?
I was like 7 or 8.
And you won just. Were you on ESPN, like had it recorded, like?
I think they had it recorded for the older games, but like not
Okay.
because we were 7 or 8. Like, who's gonna watch that?
Oh, okay. But the truth of the matter is, like
it said ESPN on it.
You what you're telling me is, at 7 years old, you were the best baseball player and team there was in that time.
Oh, yeah.
That's has to be what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt. All right, so what's one thing that you've been through since COVID, or what's one bad thing that you've been through, one good thing that's happened through like the COVID season?
In last winter, my grandpa was diagnosed with lung cancer, and then COVID hit, and I couldn't see him in the hospital or anything, and it was just hard because I didn't really get to see him that much before he died. So it was kind of like I was luckily allowed to go to the hospital to see him because they changed rule at 15. So I was the last kid in the whole entire family to go see him. So.
I mean, I'm sure that's a cool moment to have.
Yeah.
I think that separation right there determines a lot of what a lot of people have gone through. You hear the stories, but for personal impact to you, that's huge. So yeah, man, thanks for sharing that. What's one good thing that's kind of happened in that season?
I've kind of gotten closer with my family. Like we played board games, and we've had family game nights and all that, and watched movies and everything. And before that, we never really had time because everyone wasn't at home. But now we all got stuck at home, so we all just got closer. Yeah,
I feel like for me too, I had a couple weeks off of just being able to chill at home and relax with family, and so I think that's a huge thing to kind of lean on in this time, especially when we, I'm sure with baseball, traveling all the time, and Evan, right, is your younger brother.
Yep.
Do you have any other siblings?
I have an older sister.
Okay. So I'm sure like traveling with everything that they do and all sorts of stuff, but I'm sure that makes sense. All right, so what's something that God has been teaching you lately?
Patience and like just to trust in Him that things in life will fall in place when they're supposed to.
Yeah, no, that's huge. I think with the patience part, I'm an impatient person. So how specifically has God been pressing in on that?
Like with like this whole COVID everything, like you just need to weigh it out, and if God did it on purpose, so like it's something good's gonna come out of it. So you just have to wait and trust in Him.
I think that's for sure the truth. I think that sometimes when we first react to things, we immediately think, "Oh, this is something bad's here." But just sitting through the season, whatever that is, whatever's challenging, whatever's coming our way, and just understanding, like, hey, we gotta see the good that comes out of what God's doing. That's awesome. All right, so we talked about 7, 8-year-old baseball Tyler. Let's jump a couple years, middle school Tyler. What's something that you would want to say to maybe a middle schooler at home or somebody listening right now?
Like, try not to be someone that you're like. Try not to be someone that everyone wants you to be, but be who you are, and like, just don't try to fit in with anybody else, because God will give you the people that you need in life.
I think that the people around us, and if we're genuine people, I think it only grows the people around us too. I think when we are genuine to who we are, when we do the things we want, when we challenge ourselves in that way, man, it's pretty awesome. And then once we be who we are and get in the spot where we want to be, it grows from there. That's for sure. All right, what is some other advice that you might be able to give to a student watching? What's something else besides what you gave there? Is there anything else as we close out here?
Just like, life is going to get, you're going to have like things are going to get in your way, and things are not going to be easy, and you're just going to have to trust in God and just wait for Him to put you on the right path.
That's good. I think, as we go through this COVID season, as things come up and are struggling, we're grateful just to have this opportunity to tune in live, that we have this kind of avenue where students, pastors, other people around the church get to talk to you guys and just hear this advice. And so it's been pretty cool to just get to talk to you and just challenge in that way. See you guys next week.